All right, welcome, sports fans, to another wonderful episode of In the Tunnel Sports Podcast. I am your host, Nicole with the KNY, and I am here with my friend and co-host, Patrick the Truth Truesdale.
What up, HEISMAN?
And the man with the Cowboys plan, Mr. Melvin Williams.
What's going on, Dallas?
Thank you all for joining us today for another fantabulous episode. And I would like for you, I need you, as a matter of fact, to like us on all our social media platforms. That's Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and X. Did I get it all? And
You got it. You got
all
it.
right.
Please subscribe.
Make sure you come check us out and like us.
All right, sports fans. As you know, we are accountable and responsible, and we like to pay our bills. So this episode is brought to you by Brian E. Overstreet, the Overstreet Law Firm. Facing a legal storm, unsure where to turn? When you want your criminal case dismissed, there's only one name to remember: Brian E. Overstreet, the bow tie lawyer. From minor charges to serious allegations, Brian Overstreet is the answer when the odds seem stacked against you. With 25 years of experience and a track record of success, Brian is the defender you need in your corner. Remember, when you're in legal trouble, don't stress. Just call the bow tie lawyer at 281-820-4LAW and let the Overstreet Law Firm fiercely defend your rights. All right, how did I do, guys?
You did great.
I did good? Okay, hope you never have to use them, but if so, we know where to go. All right, so let's get this started. You ready, Drew?
Yeah.
Because I'm excited. Okay, so we're gonna start out with the mighty Texans. How about that? They beat Miami. What you think?
Oh, man, we just took care of business. We got a hard-hitting defense at the end of the day. The main thing we need to do is play good defense to win the game, keep that offense under control, the fast weapons they got to receive. And we did what we had to do. So I'm excited. I'm excited about this weekend because I think that the way that defense play, we keep playing, the way we hitting, how the guy stepping up after the guy is suspended. Pat Mahomes ain't gonna be 100%. Can't never count them out, but we're gonna beat them this weekend. That's all we will be careful. We should have beat Detroit. We're not gonna let another team get away, man. I'm just gonna tell you like it is. So go Texas. I know Coach Ryan gonna have them ready, baby. So I'll give it to Texas. Bye.
Kudos to the Texans. Kudos to Coach Ryan as well as Derek Stingley. I mean, he stepped up big. He pretty much guarded Tyreek Hill most of the game. Had two big interceptions, one to close the game out. So, I mean, he basically took the ball away from Tyreek Hill if you go back and look at the footage. So, kudos to the Texans. I had Miami coming in here to get the upset, so Texas came in here. Texas came in and took care of business. Now, KC is a different story. They might get fortunate with Pat Mahomes limping into the game, but like I say, you can't ever count them out. So, what do you think they should do? Rest Pat Mahomes and get ready for the playoffs.
Rest.
Or play him right now and go for home field advantage.
We need to rest because we'll see them in the playoffs. We got another tough game 3 days after that. We'll go Baltimore. So we got to play Baltimore here. So I hope we do rest, but I think we can beat them in there. So at the end of the day, it's tough when you got to play a game, get ready 3 days later, but I prefer playing them first than playing Kansas City 3 days.
No, sure. You don't want to play Kansas City all the Christmas.
Right. All right, guys. So speaking of Kansas City, they did beat the Browns 21-7.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because now you want to Melvin. You ready? Okay, so how about them cowgirls? I mean boys. How about them Cowboys?
Everybody started night, so they came in, took care of business. Unfortunately, it looks like we had another injury. We had Overstreet go out last week, and then we had Diggs, who had season injury surgery. So it doesn't look like DeMarcus Lawrence is going to be out. So you know what? Like they say, his next man up. But guess what? If that next man was so good, he would be already playing. I'm just saying.
Well, I'm asking this: is this Diggs such a major injury on that big contract?
No,
I think it is.
it might be a second.
Yeah,
It might be a second.
it's a second.
But I mean, he played. The tough part is the starting DBs haven't played. They played in one game together all year, and one DB, Bland, led the league in interceptions last year. Diggs led the league in interceptions the year before, and you can't get them all on the same field. But you know what? It is what it is. We took care of business with Carolina Panthers. We got the Bucks, Tampa Bay Bucks this week. Baker Mayfield playing well. Mike Evans is a beast. So, you know, it's hard to bet against Tampa Bay, but I like the way Dallas.
So basically, just another stuff problem down and everybody beat the Stars, second to the Stars team in the league, and they y'all about to get y'all butt kicked by Tampa Bay. So, and we all play their game at.
I think the game is in Dallas. I think it's in Dallas.
Oh, so it's gonna be homecoming for Mike Evans. So he gonna really go.
I mean, he's like a sure.
You know,
Okay.
when he got the Hall of Fame career, Mike Evans be MVP. It's y'all horrible secondary right now. No running game. So, you know, it is what it is, man. You know, I know y'all just following it away. It is what it is. So, you say
Yeah,
go
the
Cowboys.
game is in Dallas. Just make sure the game is in Dallas.
Yeah.
So I say Cowboys by 3 this week.
All right.
Cowboys by 3.
So we'll see. So speaking of the Buccaneers, they beat the Chargers 40-17.
Yeah. What's his name? Chambers, what's his name? Played in the starting quarterback for the Chargers.
Aver?
Yeah, he did.
No, he was out.
But, you know, they still playing the ball.
Yeah.
I think they gave back a special, I'm saying.
But yeah, since the beginning of the
Yeah,
year.
it's sorry, it's not too early today. I forgot about that. Yeah.
All right, who else? We have the Jets. They beat the Jaguars
Wow.
32-25.
Well, that's something for to get break up. They already having guys interviewing for the GM job. So, you know, they about to clean house up in New York, including Rodgers out of there too. So I don't know who's gonna pick them up. Good luck for whoever do that. But you know, it is what it is. I mean,
Yeah, that's a dump fire right there. Even though I heard Belichick called about that job before he took the North Carolina job. I know we can get into that, but I would not. That's a pretty dump.
so it's not a bad job to have. It's not about who you hire. But at the end of the day, you let a player come in and get rid of everybody because they have a good defense. Got one of the best D linemen out there. But Rodgers is the
Who's the quarterback?
You got Aaron Rodgers. Everybody was a great hope there. Everybody,
No.
ESPN was pumping them up. So now your record is losing right now. So you got to go get one.
No, I'm saying they got to go get a quarterback.
It depends what draft pick they got. So
They don't have a lot.
you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna tell you right now,
Cam Ward to the Jets.
Cam Ward
To the
is
Jets.
gonna be a New York Giant. Listen to what's his name on ESPN. Saying he was saying you still ESPN. That's where you can see Ward at. I can see Ward at. Ward can handle everything better there. As far as through the roof, he's the best quarterback overall preparing himself in this draft right here.
If I was Cam Ward, I would much rather go to the Jets than the Giants. Simply because, like you said, Jets got a defense. They got a running. We got running back to Brees Hall, and they got wide receivers.
Yeah, but the Giants can
The Giants got garbage. They got garbage. They got neighbors as a wide receiver.
well,
That's it.
it's called Melvin. It's called changing. That's why they got to change people. They move people up, and stuff.
Dang.
That's what they got to do.
I'd much rather go to the Jets right now than the Giants. But we'll see.
We'll see.
That's all we got to do.
All right, so Truesdale, Eagles beat Sierra's husband 27-13. It did happen. It's been a long time. What, 1960?
Yeah, well, you know what? They, long as Mike Tomlin been there, they lost 10 games. They lost really 10 games in a row.
Shout out to Mike Warren.
And they didn't lost some 10 games in a row. You know, Philly is playing some good ball. It went from the Lions to the Eagles right now. You know, Kansas City was undefeated for a while. They have the best record. They still not playing the best ball to me, but Kansas City is Kansas City. They're turning the playoffs. But Philly's playing the best ball right now. And I picked, believe it or not, right now I got to really pick the Super Bowl. I picked them to play in the Super Bowl. I can't see them beating Terrell and husband twice. I think they'll break that ball, but they playing some ball. I mean, Brown and Hurst got it together. They did their little kid and play dance. You know, it is what it is. But the boy from Channelview don't understand. South Texas, baby.
Yeah, he got over 200 yards passing this week, so that was good. Get back on the right side. Him, like I said, him and Brown kissing made up. But he threw a touchdown to Brown and to show everybody that they on the same track right now. I mean, Russell Wilson. That was a fun game against Philly last week. I guess, I don't know, maybe Sierra wasn't nice to him last week, whatever, but hopefully he can rebound. He can rebound in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's going to be there in the playoffs for sure.
All right. So, Truesdale, the Bills beat the Lions. You know, I was, I love my Lions. Yeah, 48-42.
Yeah, that was a good game. I know Detroit got a lot of guys out. I know they running back is out for the year. They had the best 1-2 punch. But right now everybody on that MVP thing and the way Buffalo quarterback's playing. I mean, he played his butt off, and the score was close, but it really wasn't towards the second half. But that was a lot of injuries they got. But like the coach said, Coach Campbell said, they needed that loss. They needed certain things to happen to them to get this right, get it together. So, he said it's got to bounce back. Guys was hurt, but we still got to do what we got to do. Other guys got to step up. Just like I got to give a credit to the linebacker stepping up for the boy from the Texans hurt, suspended right now.
Mm-hmm.
So it is what it is. But it's a good game. But man, Buffalo came out on top. Allen played his butt out. And to me, I think the kid from Philly should get the MVP. But if he don't get it, Allen do deserve it.
Allen's playing himself into the MVP trophy. I still like Saquon right now to be the MVP, but Allen is definitely. He have another game like he did the past couple of weeks. I can see them easily giving him a trophy, and that was the highest scoring NFL game all year. 40, both teams scored in the 40s for sure. So the Lions, man, they got more injuries than anybody in the league. So kudos to them for they really truly have next man up because they got a great record with all injuries that they had. So
they got to bounce back from the injuries.
Right. All right, guys. So let's talk about the Falcons. They beat the Raiders 15-9.
Yeah, that game could have went either way. I just hope AP can hold on to his job. I know it's going to be tough. But by the way, they didn't bench Cousins.
Yeah, Michael Penix Jr. is the starting quarterback.
The rookie quarterback. So that's going to be interesting. So I'm sure he's going to sit on the bench and be laughing. He got his he been robbed. How many banks? 3 banks?
3.
Yeah, so everybody's like, oh, he do this good because
Washington, Minnesota, now the Falcons.
They just gave me $100 million. So I guess I'll be sitting on the bench, be laughing too.
All the way to the bank.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. And lastly, we have the Vikings beat the Bears 30-12.
Man, let me tell y'all something. When I was a kid, I used to watch Minnesota. They was a hot team when I was little. They could never go win the Super Bowl, though. But man, if I tell y'all, I knew they were going to win that game. Best receiver coach. Shout out to my boy Keaton McCarty. Best receiver coach H-Town. I think Representative Chef Pontier, Wild Trip out. But man, I tell you, it was clean, all white uniforms. Them helmets was off the chain, man. I don't know if y'all get out. Purple and white. It was white out there. I'll say, whoa.
But I don't want they need to wear those again, though, because Justin Jefferson was dropping balls he don't normally drop. I mean, he had an okay game, but he should have had 100 yards.
So he should have been catching by the way. Nice uniform.
He should have been.
Better uniform to get you ready. That's what I tell everybody. Phil Nike, he marketed his own alma mater at Harvard University. They started that. And they started changing their uniforms and everything. Everybody had different styles. They were like the Panthers had them blue helmets. Everybody do that, but one team. So Notre Dame wasn't doing it. That's when Kelly got on their behind they helped recruit. And they finally got in, but they tried to go their own traditional thing. But it's only one team that don't do it. And they got the Tigers uniform. Silver. I was they helmets blue like the Cowboys. It's the most dog uniform.
I forgot about that team.
But it's so tight.
I forgot.
Well, everybody got tradition, but you have to change things. It's like you go from bell bottom to straight bed.
Go ahead, get
back to bell bottom. It's like you go from
back
flat top, back to low cut, back to afros.
You want to say they classic like khakis?
Well, I guess they're gonna be like them Soul Brothers and the Yacht Brothers walk around Oakland, California. Still probably have suits on look like pimps.
Well, they do wear shag in Dallas too, still. So
well, yeah,
tradition.
They got finger waves too, by the way.
There you go, Rodney Ojo Cootie.
Then some guys walk around with a flat top and a shag.
You right.
Then you got guys with a low cut with just the line in the back and ducktails. So I guess you're right. Tradition.
Tradition. You know, we can't.
Tradition in the house. I'm sure I feel a lot of tradition.
People,
Whatever we're gonna talk about later on. See the way it feels good.
like classic.
Okay, guys.
The classics will work more.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little college football. I was shocked and I was appalled, but I'm still recovering. Navy beat the Army 31-13. I think the numbers were transposed or something. I don't know. I'm in
Yeah, I
an
was,
alternate universe.
Yeah, I was kind of shocked at that too, though. Army had a great year. They won the conference, but you got to beat Navy. You never know what happens. It's like Navy got to beat Army, and for them to get beat the way they got beat, I thought the game was gonna be close. Up to the Navy was moving. I was hoping Army won, but that's kind of having a perfect season, winning the conference. And I know they're happy down there in West Point, but I know they got hurt. They had to get that game. It's like Michigan, Ohio State. Who stayed up?
No, for sure. I was hoping Army would pull it out, but it was a very, very emotional game they played in their conference championship. Army did. I believe they beat Tulane in their conference championship. And I think it took a lot out of them. The Navy was pretty much preparing for them for the last couple of weeks. But kudos to Navy, stepping up, winning that big game. Like, it's a rivalry game. Just like Texas and Oklahoma, Michigan State, Ohio State, Michigan, Florida State, Miami. You got all those big games. USC, UCLA. It doesn't matter what the records are. They're gonna get up. They're gonna get up to those games.
All right, guys. So let's take a little quick pause. Jordan Simpson, thank you for watching us. Say what's up, family.
What up, Jordan?
Thank you. Thank you for
You guys
tuning
speaking of
in.
D-Town. That was $1 million. So shout out to everybody. That's our social media guy. And John, do me a favor, man. Let them people know in Dallas, Black Jesus. Tell them people in Dallas, you better watch out. You better not cry. Because Black Jesus is coming to town. Ramble High. We talk about that later on. Let them know we coming, baby. We coming from Oak Cliff.
All right, so now we can talk about the Veterans Bowl, South Alabama and Western Michigan. South Alabama won 30-23.
Bishop Davenport should have been starting quarterback all year. For South Alabama. Kid from Spring High School. Had a hell of a game, won a bowl game, beat Western Michigan. So I got to give shout out to his dad too, my man Gene Davenport. But boy, should start. I don't know what they tripping on up there, but the kid, I don't know what's gonna happen. We don't know what's gonna happen, but they better try to keep that kid because if we get the board, a lot of schools don't want him. He's a hell of a quarterback, do a threat kid.
No, he's definitely got to do what's best for him. Year. Hopefully he can either stay there and continue to grow or go to another system. Like you said, if he hops in the portal, it'll be several teams that'll be looking for him.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Truesdale, the Cricket Celebration Bowl. Let's talk about HBCUs, Jackson State and South Carolina State.
I want to get ahead of shout out to TC Taylor, Coach TC. How he represented his old mama, head coach at Jackson State. Got the cloud over his head with his team, not Dion's team. His team.
Let's be clear.
Let's get that clear, right? Like I said, I'm going to wind this back to 2 years ago. And he said, I don't know what these guys going to do, but I ain't tripping Truesdale. I'm going to find players. I'm going to get players. And I know people like you know what talent is going to help me get players too. Help me tell guys about my program. So he said, I ain't worried about that. There's a lot of them now. Did what he did. He won a conference, but he did something there. And he got the cloud on his head. He won a HBCU United. So give him a shout out, be the good team. Shout out to my boy Coach Barry too. They were a little down, they were a little tangled up. So, but hey, and I think a lot to set them back. They've been sitting out for 2-3 weeks. I use that excuse, but they was cramping and everything. But the boys came to play, man. They represent that. When they run it, they represent. So I'm sure Walter Payton upstairs smiling, looking down at his alma mater, and just did what he did, represent his alma mater, and won. I'm proud of you, man. Just keep it up.
Congratulations to JSU, Jackson State University, winning the Celebration Bowl, the HBCU United. Congratulations to TC, that whole school alumni base. Super proud of those guys for continuing the winning tradition that they've had over the past, almost half a decade, or going on a decade now. So keep it up.
All right, Drewsdale, I'm excited. You excited. Melvin excited. I think this is one we all can agree on. Michael Vick, he got the job.
Yes, yes. You know, got a chance to spend time with the brother last year to go at the, well, it's back early in the year at the East-West Shrine game in Dallas. And he wants to coach. It's in his heart. He wants to work with quarterbacks. And for what this man been through, you know what I'm saying?
Come on.
He can really help a young man out. You know, guy seen the good side of life, seen all the money in the world, fell off, did time behind bars, got out, got back on his feet, and then nothing turned him down, came back up, worked on Fox, you know what I mean? And now he's coaching young men at an HBCU school. I think that's great. I think that's awesome. I think that's a great hire. And like I say, just talking to me, he wants to do it. He wants to coach young men. He wants to coach college ball because a lot of people don't know quite kept the interview with the president interviewed him at Sacramento State.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he got an interview there and everything. But that's and you know, you gotta understand where he's from. He's from the Newport area with a bunch of talent. And that's like the hottest name for it's a lot of guys came out before these two guys I'm gonna name. But like the last 20 years, Melvin, the hottest name, you talk about the Newport area, top two athletes, to Michael Vick. And so that's gonna be huge up that way, you know what I mean? And I'm happy for the brother and everything. You know,
Yes.
No, I mean, I'm happy for him too, but it's like you're already on the Michael Vick payroll. You gave the whole man's biography and where he started and what his hardship.
What are you talking to? A sports guru over here.
I mean, a lot of people know Michael Vick. I'm not
I'm just saying this when you try to cut somebody. All I'm telling everybody out there, this man got a felony in the head coach. And then two black men got a felony, a head coach. I don't know no black coach that regardless of where he been, got a job as a felon. It's a bunch of white boys out here with a felony coaching college football. Lane Kiffin, brother, got an armed robbery. Okay, and he's coaching college football. So what this man been through, where he at today, and he's seen both sides of the life, and what he can bring a young man, it's great. That's why I'm giving that long speech. But we got to say something about, he goes, yeah. But it's all good. Go ahead and say what you're going to say.
Well,
He gonna bring 8,000.
here's what I say. You can go back and listen to me last week when I was saying, hey, before he got the job, if he does get the job, then if you want to be a dual threat quarterback or you want to be a quarterback in the NFL, that's the prototype. He was before his time. Everybody trying to get a quarterback that's got a strong arm, can make all throws, it can also be mobile. That's what Michael Vick did. So it doesn't matter. And you know, people were looking at me side-eye and I said, I would go to Norfolk State before I go to some of this big university if I can learn from Michael Vick. And I don't know. Okay. Well, guess what? We just had somebody that just won the Heisman Trophy that put that blueprint together. You go play for the coach that will allow you to show off your skills and promote your skills, period. Michael Vick, you got to go get the right quarterbacks that want to go play for.
But here's the thing, though. You got to understand, too, though, is what he been through made him a better person.
Sure.
If Mike can go through that and he would continue to play ball, I wouldn't send no kid to go play quarterback with him. Because you know what? I like Mike when he first came in the league, but I had to understand the game of quarterback. I see why he was struggling, because Mike wasn't studying. And the stereotype of black quarterbacks, we don't study. So at the end of the day, I wouldn't send my dog to play for Michael Vick if he would have been able to go through the
Out of all things, you're gonna use a dog as an example.
He admitted, my bad. But he admitted what he had to learn. You know, he said he had to realize that I wasn't studying, I wasn't doing what I got to do. And it took a brother like Andy Reid. That's why I respect Andy Reid. Andy Reid wanted to do some personal things with his own sons, but he believed in giving brothers 34 chances. And like I tell everybody, I say this over and over and over, and I say it again on the show. I say it 1,000 times. He's the best quarterback coach. He took a high school quarterback, made him a pro-style quarterback, and he took Pat Mahomes come from that backyard offense, made him a pro-style quarterback. No matter how gifted he is, he's still gonna need that training. And he got Michael Vick back $100 million. He took Cobb, drafted him from U of H in the second round. It's something about Brown's system. That just street football there. So it wasn't a hope for him. But hey, it is what it is. So with that journey he's been through, And the way it came back, made him a better quarterback, better person overall, very professional. Hey, I salute him. And that's going to not just a quarterback, that's going to be a good place for a young man to go. Because these kids are going through things. These kids, the way they raised, and how you can really let them know, look, this is what it's about. Look, this was going to happen. Look, I've been down that road. The good side, the bad side. God bless me get back on the good side. So that's going to be great for these kids.
Well, we both know Michael Vick is a starting piece, but it all depends on what type of staff you get around him too. Who's going to be his offense coordinator, who's going to be the defense coordinator, position coaches, that's super important, not just the head coach. You got to get some good quality position coaches. He obviously knows people in the league, so I'm sure he'll make some.
Well, not only is that, he don't know people in the league, and as long as he listens and as long as he got the right mentors and he bring the right people on, because I can go back and look at Eddie George. When he first got the job at Tennessee State, he hired Hugh Jackson. Biggest mistake. Hugh coached in the lead, everybody looked at Hugh. Hugh messed over. And Hugh wouldn't even care later on the season. He didn't even get the Grambling job. And look what Hugh did. Hugh got that job, got fired. Look at Eddie George now. Learned, went to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Coach was coach of the year in the conference. Then he won coach of the year too. But look, they went to the playoffs. Did good, lost the first round. That's okay. That journey's still going. So it's just all about hiring the right people, knowing the right people, reaching out to the right people. Because Eddie George went towards Jeff Fisher. So and Fisher started actually recording. So I know he's gonna reach out to Andy Reid, Gibbs, all those guys. So it's gonna work out.
It's gonna happen. I agree. All right, guys. It's almost time to playoff bracket. It starts this weekend, Friday, December 20th. The first round, we have Indiana at Notre Dame. Now, we talked about this last week, so I'm just kind of going to run it through that both of you all had Notre Dame for the win.
Yes.
Now, so what I did was I went back and I did a little, my computer simulation to see what the computer say.
Right.
And the computer says Notre Dame.
You already go Freeman. But it's going to be the most interesting game because it's a state championship. It is the highest paid ticket. What I wonder, I got to check the weather. How the weather going to be? I know last year it looked like Buffalo. It showed on the day field. It looked like Buffalo.
Oh, wow. All right. And then the next one, we have SMU at Penn State. And let's see.
Let's go, Pony.
Now, Truesdale, you had SMU.
Yes.
All right. And Melbourne has Penn State.
That's correct.
And the computer says Penn State.
It's okay.
It's just a computer.
Yeah. It's a computer in the world sometimes.
All right. So then we have Clemson at Texas. We don't even have to worry about who Melbourne picked. They don't even matter.
So when they put man in the game, if they don't put man in the game, I ain't got the one.
And I think you all are right because the computer also said Texas. There we go. Okay.
Everybody said to put man in the game.
So then we have Tennessee at Ohio State. And I forgot which one y'all had. I didn't get that one. You had Ohio State? And which one you had, Tuesday?
Tennessee. Yeah, tough game.
Well,
guys really gonna have to win.
The computer says Ohio State. So we'll see.
Rumors out there. They talking about hiring, looking at Wisconsin coach.
Who is?
Illinois coach.
Who?
Rumors out there. Firebird started some stuff today talking about could Prime go to Ohio State.
Oh boy. Oh wow. Yeah, okay.
He says he's never leaving, that's just the front. Yeah. So that's gonna be the most interesting job.
All right, guys. So before we go into the Heisman Trophy winner, do you want to do? I'm a little thirsty.
Yeah,
just a tad bit.
Yeah,
just a tad bit. Can you?
Let's do the K-Rito quick hits of the week. We got K-Rito tequila, one of the best tasting tequilas in the marketplace today. So go to your local restaurant, bar, retail account, and support K-Rito.
Hey,
spicy watermelon.
You can't say the names of the place, so y'all have.
Yeah, you got local bars and restaurants around the state.
So I know you're doing a good job.
Yeah.
Hey, you think you can go to the bar where I first had a drink?
Where's that?
It's a classic boy, you'll never shut down.
What's that?
Nobody ever went there. Oh, it's called Turn.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Oh, where they told
We're
them.
gonna check them out. We're gonna check them out.
Real hole in the wall.
Look forward to it though, because we got some new players coming out at the beginning of the year.
What?
2025.
Can you tell us? Can you tell us? Give us the clue. Is it Century?
One of them gonna be orange UT.
No. We got those spicy, jalapeno pineapple.
Okay.
We got regular
Ooh.
pineapple,
Okay.
and then we're gonna have just our regular blanco. Regular blanco,
Okay.
no flavor, coming out at the beginning of the year. So look for.
You don't realize it's not the best drink in the bar. The drink that everybody loves, all the women love.
That and they're real smooth. But when you said this pineapple and this spiced pineapple, the first thing I thought about is I'm gonna have to soak them in the Kerito spiced pineapple when I make my pineapple upside down.
Okay. There you go.
That's dope.
There you go.
God damn, boy, I'm gonna call you Mr. Isaac from the love.
Whatever.
There you go. So I'm gonna switch it up on you a little bit, Truesdale. I want you to tell me who you think the top 3 NFL coaches are right now.
Top 3 NFL coaches.
I mean, we know Belichick just went to college, so but
Well,
he was out. But top 3 NFL coaches right
now in NFL.
NFL. Starting number 3.
Number 3, I'm gonna say my number 1 guy. I'm gonna say Parsons High, who does a good job. I'm gonna put him number 3. It's my number 1 guy. My number 1 coach in the NFL. I put him
number 2.
I'm gonna put I put Andy Reid, man.
Number 1.
Put Coach Campbell.
Ooh,
I like Campbell. So I like Campbell. The reason why I like Campbell's a straight up guy. He gambled, and I love to gamble, but sometimes he's a little boy gambling. Don't get me wrong, but I think last year first experience. But I just like how straight up he is. Like he said, we deserve that butt kicking. Regardless, we had players out. We're gonna fix that. We miss one. I keep players out, but they ain't got nothing to do with it. But we needed that loss to wake up on some things. And the staff he got who's helping them, making them out AG and them. So I gotta give credit to that Detroit staff and give credit to him. Right now, I tell you my number 1 coach right now. I like him, man. And it just ain't a million. It's like he already look like he can still play.
No. I think
Big ML.
those 3 guys they were top 3. I had a little different order. I was gonna put Campbell at 3, simply because of all the things you just said. Mike T, the man's never had a losing season.
Right.
And to your point, he had the cojones to go from Fields to Russell Wilson. He's got that defense playing well. He got him in the playoff hunt, and they actually a threat to win the conference. But I mean, Andy Reid got to be number 1 fan. I mean, he
What?
Super Bowls in a row. Got the best record in the league.
Well,
that team ain't just.
Well, like I say, my favorite coach is Mike T. The best coach is Andy Reid. But you said right now when things going. So you always have to give credit to a person that building something.
Yep.
And high. Because Detroit been dead for every last year, every game they made history. And they still making history now.
Right.
So I mean, come on, what are you doing? What that city, I mean, come on. That's why I say he's my number 1 guy.
All right, sports fans, we want to hear from you. Who are your top 3 NFL coaches? All right. So now, Truesdale, we're going to talk about this and marinate it on it a little bit because we kind of talked about it yesterday. Travis Hunter. He won the Heisman. He won the Heisman Trophy. He's the winner. And I'm going to add this before you go in. He also was named the Academic All-American with a 3.798 GPA. He's majoring in anthropology. So, I'm an education person. So kudos to him on that part. I mean, I appreciate the Heisman Trophy, but that knowledge is power. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But I got to give more credit to the Heisman Trophy than the academic part because the academic's not going to get him paid for the rest of his life like that trophy.
Well, we don't know.
It's his life. Because if he go broke, if he have problems, the academic's person, the trophy. Said academic, they do play the role, but the reality, academic is not even important no more in college football because the way this COVID thing is, it's crazy. But it's always important in my book.
Yeah, I know you teach the children
sports,
to like after sports. Yeah,
Travis on the position.
Yeah,
everybody not going to places Travis on and going pro. And everybody not going to win the Heisman.
No, not at all.
Yeah, so it is funny you say that with him, but it's like, hey, you got a trophy, but You're 100% right. You got into activities like that sports. And some of these guys, like I say, open doors, man. Some guys go play ball and come back, end up teaching, being professors. Seen that happen a lot. But give a shout out to Travis. Hey, my boy Ward didn't get it. But, you know, I got to give credit to the young man. Great kid. What he done. Anybody on that team, he deserved a Heisman on that team. But I do give a lot of credit to him and Sador because they did represent HBCU because people thought that they couldn't do what they did. Travis was a kid, got highly recruited. Sador got recruited by some major schools, but they really wasn't because he was going to Fall Atlantic. So a lot of them offers really wasn't even going to be good at the end. And I knew he did better start on that level, and he proved himself. You know what I'm saying? So they represented the HBCU school, and I still say to this day, you know, I got to give a lot of kudos for winning that trophy. Even though my guy didn't win it, I got to give credit for winning that trophy because he's the first HBCU player won a Heisman Trophy. Because at the end of the day, he is still considered an HBCU player.
Already.
So I got to give kudos to him. I know another topic we're going to talk about. I know that. So I'll talk about that. The only thing I think will be his downfall. But other than that, great kid, he deserved it.
No, awesome kid, awesome young man, individual. Once again, hopefully we'll have more kids in that same model that can go play for Michael Vick. And then hopefully eventually get the opportunity to compete for the Heisman Trophy. Kind of like I said earlier, what Travis Hunter did. He went to Jackson State. He embraced Jackson State. And even after they transferred to Colorado, everybody asked him, think you're going to be able to compete in a Power 4 school? He said, Shador said it, Travis said it, Shiloh said it, a lot of those kids said it. Football is football.
I don't know about Shiloh.
Football is football. And they went out and showed it and performed. Yeah, they had a rough first year, but the second year they had a pretty significant turnaround. And they're poised to get a good recruiting class and continue the tradition. So, and then you got somebody like Travis Hunter now. You think he's going to be coming back to the games? You think he's going to be coming back to the sideline? He's going to be a big booster for Colorado? Absolutely. But he's also going to do the same thing for Jackson State.
I think he will. And I love what he did. He gave a shout out to Jay State.
Yep.
And all that. So, yeah, that's the main thing I was worried about the speech. So we give a shout out. Come on, little brother. And he did at the end. He gave love. So
yeah.
All right. So let's talk a little high school football. Are you ready, Truesdale?
Oh, come on.
Come on.
So first, we have Westlake beat North Shore 35-10.
Oh, that hurt me. I saw the game. They actually helped them repeat. Let's not just beat them, man. It is what it is. It just beat them. And it's sad because, 6-8 teams up there. But go ahead. You go next.
Then we have Smithson Valley beat Angleton 21-14.
Yeah, and Angleton had a great year. For them to get this far, I got to salute them. And they came short to it. I wish they would have been there. Because we have nothing representing 6A. But I got to send a shout out to my boy Roland Hayes' nephews, the Jammer brothers, Quinn Jefferson. They played there and they had a good year this year. The whole team had a good year. And I got to salute the Angleton program, Angleton, Texas. They did represent.
Yeah, shout out to the Angleton program. Shout out to my boy who's principal over at Angleton.
Okay.
You got African American principal over there, brother.
He got the job.
And allowing the school to grow and flourish. So shout out to my boy, Principal Smith.
Yeah.
All right.
And I think they went back and forth up and down 5 days.
Yeah. But they continue to have a good program. He's been there a couple of years. Got elevated from assistant principal to principal a few years ago. So keep doing your thing, man. Keep doing your thing.
Alrighty. And then we have I'm gonna make sure I pronounce this right. Vandergift. They beat Summer Creek 34-31.
Yeah, that was close.
Summer Creek. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. We felt it.
Is there any music teams still up?
No, not in 6A.
Okay, so now Melvin, we'll talk about the big game in Cowboy Stadium. Randall playing Oak Cliff Friday.
Stop. Yeah, don't say Oak Cliff. It's South Oak Cliff. Legendary.
I'm sorry,
legendary
Oak Cliff.
program.
I
in the state of
apologize.
Texas. We're talking DISD. We're not talking about these suburban schools, like all these other schools they send suburban.
Give all the credit in the world. They got like those talk.
We got to give these boys credit. Stop. In the house is going to bring home another championship against Richmond Rams.
I want Kevin to look at me real good. Don't worry about this. I want to get this message real good.
Let's be clear.
Okay, let's get this straight. You got the Sims kid going in the D line. Oak Cliff known for that offensive line. He's gonna destroy that offensive line. Trust me when I tell you that. But remember, they gave the boy the name in Fort Worth, Little League football. They played a tournament down there. And his uncle, Rodney Williams, what they said, who they talking about? People said, oh, we might have to play them. We're going to play against Black Jesus. And he was wondering, oh, Black Jesus. Like, oh, gotta find his nephew, which they gave the name down there. So Landon Williams Callis, a.k.a. Black Jesus, is coming to Jerry's world. And I wouldn't be surprised if Jerry Jones sitting in the box looking to draft his kid in the future. And he's a bad boy. And Oak Cliff, Texas, and my boy Drew, shout out to you, Drew. And I know, shout out to Todd, done a great job in the city. You better watch out. You better not cry. Because Black Jesus is coming D-time, Jerry's world, baby. We'll be in, it's going to be them that win by touchdown. Black Jesus be MVP. He'll be MVP on defense.
Black Jesus is
Remember
cold.
that.
Black Jesus is cold. I mean, he's had a tremendous year, super talented individual, but he's gonna go up this side of the flip, and they're gonna have Black Jesus going, hallelujah, hallelujah. Oh my goodness, hallelujah. When you run up and get that, but we're gonna see. It's gonna be a good
You're gonna be
game.
looking for his redeemer.
It's gonna be a good game.
When a kid is tough.
You're gonna have to be tough.
Say
You're
right
gonna have to be tough.
there. 2 more years, that's back in the country. But he gonna say heroes.
Next week.
Heroes.
Next week.
Heroes.
Remember, Black Jesus. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. That's what he's gonna be saying now.
Heroes.
All right, guys, it's now time to go inside the locker room. All right. So we're gonna start off just real smooth, talk about Belichick. He got the job. It's official. He got the job.
Okay.
What's your thoughts, Melvin?
I think it's a good opportunity for North Carolina, University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill as a whole, state of North Carolina. Belichick wanted a new challenge. He could have waited out. It's going to be a bunch of teams that's going to have head coaching opportunities in the NFL. But he said in his press conference, he wants to build it as a program. You go there and prepare you for the NFL and also prepare you for life. So you can expect him to bring in, he's going to have his sons, his other contacts coaching, but he's going to have some NFL type coaches on that team. So if you want to get prepared, I think he kind of still in a little, not that Deion was the first to do it, but he's still in a little playbook from what Deion did at Colorado. Because he got Warren Sapp on his staff at Colorado. He got Pat Sherman as his offense coordinator. So I think you can see Belichick do some of the similar things. And one of the reasons for that is, and Nick Saban came out and said it, him and Belichick talked quite a bit. And Deion and Saban talked quite a bit. So it wouldn't surprise me. And then, that was Nick Saban's playbook. You got Steve Sarkisian, who's the head coach of the University of Texas. You got Kirby at Georgia. Kirby Smart, he's a head coach at Georgia. Sarkisian was in the NFL. So, they're all trying to kind of use that Saban model. Not that he was necessarily the first one to do it, but he was the best to do it. So it's gonna be it'll be fun to see Belichick.
Talk about all that background stuff, where you've been, playbook, and all that stuff.
Look at him.
At the end of the day, is he gonna have patience to deal with these kids? It's different.
True that.
He's gonna have patience to deal with this transfer report. It's crazy right now, and that's what Nick Saban learned from. And I just know Belichick. Now I know some guys on the staff. I got a call this morning. Guy I'm real close to. I ain't gonna say his name. Where he coach at, and talking about being his right hand guy, recruiting guy, and everything, which would be great to bring to the table. Because he can't bring a staff together, but what he did in the league, he can't do that in college. So
Right.
He did it also back then. Now I think he put a staff together that can be good, but back to what he did. And Melvin, please, before you even start. The only difference about this is you can get a team around your child with good coaches to help him. Because he took that job to set his son up. It was DC. right now, and that's good. It's different than playing when you ain't,
Right.
some people only get started on that. But you took that, and you got people around you. It's gonna make you. I haven't seen coaches that probably wasn't the best coaches, but they put themselves around good coaches around them, made them set back, played their role, was a CEO like Bobby Bowden was. So, he's a control freak, so we got to see that because what he did in pros, you can't do that in college. So it's just, I'm not saying a man can't win. He's a hell of a coach. He knows a lot of. I give him his props. I know sometimes he had the film going on, watching other practices and stuff, and on the subject. But we're gonna see. We'll see what happens. I'm not saying he can't win, and it's gonna be interesting putting the stat in because, like I said, this one particular person would be definitely be an impact to his staff. And he's a good coach, and he's a hell of a coach, bringing in kids, and he's connected all over the country.
So it sounds like technically, yeah, he's a winner, but there are other things involved.
Yeah,
As you
it's
said, the kids
complicated.
that,
See, yeah.
those variables that can
It's
make a
gonna be
difference.
interesting.
All
So
right.
for him to take this job that old,
Hey,
Belichick, I bet his girlfriend better be all over him.
hello.
'Cause he get some girls in grad school gonna be out there.
It's only popping in this world. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let's talk about a little bit NBA with LeBron. He was out for 2 games, and he explained to ESPN what was going on, and he had a foot injury. And he says to ESPN, if it was up to him, he probably would have played. But he have a team, and he said he got to listen to them as well, and so they looked out for his best interest and stuff. And so, he was out for those 2 games, and it paid off because he contributed 18 points to the.
But he's only taking some personal pride.
Well, that's what the headline said, personal. But then when I read into it, I'm gonna do a little research, and he told ESPN it was because he had a foot injury.
Well, I mean, the man is old. Like I tell everybody to this day, I think the boys just really juiced up because I don't give a kill what nobody say. One thing I learned from professional football, because it's a different game, but you're using your body a lot in basketball too. You good your first 3 years, man. You got to think smart with your body. Kevin Garnett said that on the podcast. That we know he juiced up because that's why he set out so many games. So he's going to set out some more games because you sit back and do all this different stuff. Come on now, that ain't happening.
Right.
I don't know if he. I'm not considering saying whether he juiced up or not.
Barry Bonds never hit still runs till he got older. Because the older you get, you can't hit home runs.
So once again, I'm not gonna say if he's juiced up or not. I will say that you won't find players. You'll find players that are 5, 6 years younger than him that's not even playing a full season.
Harrison played defensive end at 41 years old, spent millions of dollars on his body, and still was out there doing what he's doing. He was taking stuff the animal business taking.
That was Harrison. I'm saying LeBron. They're gonna give LeBron a hard time.
Sometimes in life, men have certain problems. They got to take certain things to do certain things. That's just the way it goes.
Again, Melvin is not saying he is or is not.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
What I'm saying is the man is 40 plus years old, and there's a lot of 30-something-year-old guys in the league that don't play a full season. They sit out games.
Yeah, but 40-something-year-old,
So 40-something-year-old guys, you got to sit out games, and you only sit out 2 games. Yeah, you got guys that.
When he was 30-something, he wasn't sitting out the game.
Well, no, but
He was doing good.
And
like I say, when you get a certain age,
Yeah.
we cannot run down that block and back. We get certain age, we just can't do stuff. So we gotta get stuff there. We gotta do stuff there. The boy do stuff. That's just what I'm saying.
At the end of the
And
day,
it's time for him to see his ass down.
y'all are hilarious. All right, guys. So let's talk about the NBA Cup. Milwaukee Bucks. They won.
You know what?
24. Yeah.
I'm happy for Rivers because he had a slow start, but I thought they weren't going to win. But I'm going to tell you something. Oklahoma's a team to watch. They played some freaking defense, and they long, and they were DNA. They jumped out on them early, and Doc kept that. What's his name? Middleton back there. He helped him because he'd been hurt. But that was a good game, and I like how the NBA doing that. And
97
I like Oklahoma. Yeah, it was a good game.
Yeah, it was a good game. Yeah. Oklahoma is. I take the Rockets right now. So Shout out to the Houston Rockets.
I'm just saying how they play defense.
Yeah. I think
You know what, Nicole?
I think Rockets.
I can't wait to Oklahoma play that.
Oh,
I'm a pull for them every time. They're gonna put up again.
Oh, you mean when Dallas beat Oklahoma in the Western Conference Finals and went to the NBA Finals? That's what I'm talking about. That Dallas team that beat Oklahoma.
And there we go.
We made the
Damn,
storm.
we made it through the storm, okay?
That
Ain't
was
no
out there.
stopping us. All right, so here we are, and now it is time for our. Bum, bum, bum.
Oh no, it may not be true.
The truth comes damn.
No, I'm gonna fill y'all on some things. You know what? This is serious right here.
Yeah.
Can't remember everybody. I want everybody, even everybody in the room. We found out that Randy Moss has cancer.
Yes.
And that's a man that been through a lot. Speaking of, we talked earlier about Michael Vick. You know, and I hate to see that happen. You know, we gotta definitely pray for him. And you know, there's something I think emotional about, serious about. You know, you never know what happens in your life, and I'm definitely praying for him and his kids and his wife, his family.
Oh yeah, one of the best players of all time, and as well as you know, get quick praise for you. I think he has already had successful surgery.
Yes, he did.
Cancer surgery, and he has had new hashtag is Moss and Cancer.
Yeah.
Because you know, he got that segment on. You got Moss.
Yeah.
They do the big play.
Yeah, that's what I said. What he brought to TV.
Yeah. You know, not only on the field, on TV. You know, analyzing the games, him calling out. You know, literally, they have little league players that get Moss, so they go around. They're watching high school, little league, college, obviously pros, and then you saw Minnesota this week. They brought out his jersey at the pregame ceremony.
Yeah,
they had his jersey out there, so he's beloved all over.
Yeah, I mean, you know, watching his 30-30, following him, we keep up with him, and all that, all to hit him. That's why we fight through this, because he's a fighter. He's a warrior. He's been through this, so just say I definitely give a present out to him, and I'm just looking forward.
So what I want to add is that he was part of the 3 deep, and before when they did the coin toss before the game, before they the Vikings played, Chris Carter and Jake Reed, they went out there on the field with his number 84 jersey and held it up and stuff like that. And, just show some love to him, and the crowd, were chanting and stuff like that. So, some people believe it, some people know it, but energy is everything. So for the crowd to do that and give that kind of energy, that's always good, when you're healing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
because it actually heals yourself.
Yeah, Randy tweeted during the game now. He appreciated love too, so that's awesome.
And so, just to go a little in depth, because I'm a little bit about health. The cancer that he's battling, they found it in a bile duct right between his pancreas and liver. It was sitting right there. So that goes back to make sure you get, checked up. Just because you feel good, then you are good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm glad he did have a successful surgery and on his way back up. And like I say, good energy is always good for the health.
Absolutely.
All right, Truesdale. We're going to talk about it for a minute.
We're going to wrap up on this?
We're going to talk about it, and I'm going to let you wrap up on this. Okay, but before we get back to Travis Hunter and his fiance and all of that, I have to give a shout out to Wicked. Let's see what he says here. He says, hello, I hope you all are doing well. Happy holidays to you all and your families, though they are cash grabs about big business, in his opinion. So I'm not sure who Wicked is, but thank you for tuning in.
Appreciate you watching.
Thank you.
Thank you for your support.
All right. So, let's go in. Travis Hunter, Beyonce, how social media, they're going to nitpick and find everything. So first it was about how she did or did not stand up when he received the Heisman Trophy and all of that. And then the next day it went on, people started digging deeper. And then, she was an OnlyFans, I don't want to say model, but she had an OnlyFans page and some things on there. And of course, people started hitting it up, and then she went and tried to,
Is the page still up?
No, she's like washing all that away.
Once it's up, they get a hold.
And then, people go screenshot things. And then after all of that started coming out, then she went to social media to explain herself, which in my opinion is like, you ain't got to explain yourself to nobody. I mean, she went on there twice with all kind of stories while she doing her regimen on her face and stuff. So what are your thoughts?
Well, the way it looked like, she had no home training to me. Because he was a kid, he's a great kid, very valuable. Like I said, the water will go out. I know me, you talking about this off there.
Yeah.
About how she likes to go and party. But there's nothing wrong with this. And he sits outside. I wouldn't do all that. And look at film and everything. And my understanding, she didn't like the man at first. And she liked him now. See where his dad is at, And to me, it's like, sometimes people get caught up in the limelight. You're going into the limelight, God bless you, into the limelight, but it seems like some people, they get jealous. They get jealous with the spotlight on you, with the spotlight's on her. And here's this guy is really in love with this girl. This guy don't take pictures with women that she around, everything. Now, personally, me, I think the boy just will. And I think he really needs to get away from the girl. Because to me, the girl seems like she's no good because it's like drama. She was getting on him after the Oklahoma State game.
I remember that.
He was looking at somebody.
Yeah.
And to me, here's a kid, got everything going for him. Come from a great foundation. His mom did a hell of a job raising him. His dad, I'm understanding this guy in jail,
but he's still there.
There for him. Oh, and if I say he got D under the other, he got D under the other, it was just great. Well, people don't realize one team cannot ever lose. One team out there you can never beat.
Stop it.
Look at the song by Luke. I can't sit on that. I can't let my mama hear me say this. My brother, everybody hear me say this. It's a song by Luke. We want stuff. It's on the beat. It's on the beat. And that's how this young man don't hold. I want to say that now, but I just hope that drive that kid crazy and drive his career crazy. Because she's in a goal line. She about to, what I'm saying? You on that kind of page, you up to something. These people got 5 jobs on that page.
Yeah.
They don't understand. I don't know how true it is. Did she work at a adult club?
Well, and I think she did some stripping in Atlanta and
Well, I mean,
some stuff like that, which, you
She
know.
ain't got to worry about getting fired a job right now. She handle her business, but she ain't gonna have to work again. That's what Travis.
You know, I said this earlier. Look at the camera real good. We talking about Black Jesus. I want you to look at me real good. Look at me. I want people out here, young man, all my kids listening to this. I want y'all to remember this. I'm not saying the girl was, but the way it looked like it is. The whole stop me this. You can't make a hook out of a house. And that's all I got to say. And you can't make a hook out of a house. Yeah, I know you got the money and everything, but that mentality still gonna be hooker.
At the end of the day, his hope and desire, hopefully, will be that she starts listening to people and understand the true opportunity that they both have in front of them. And it's not. And I mean, yeah, Dion had to tell her to stand up at the Heisman Trophy deal, but she didn't like look at him like,
Yeah. She wasn't like unsure what to do.
She wasn't like trying to push it.
Yeah, she goes with the flow, but which I gotta realize, as he get later on his career, ain't nobody gonna be able to tell her that.
Yeah, nobody's gonna hold her hand.
I gotta realize that. And you gotta understand, when a woman got control, and they know they got control over it, and they lose that control, they can't handle that. And you know that, Nicole, being a woman, you can tell us better than that. That's from a woman.
I know, but
true
at
that.
the end of the day, Travis has already shown that, yeah, she a priority, but he'll spend time watching film and practicing before he's fooling with her. He's many times you hear all the stories where he ended up there over Dion's house. He riding a 4-wheeler, he out fishing. He ain't talking about she out there on a fishing boat. That's where he get his teeth
So let me ask you this.
from.
If he got study film one game, he go to leave. And it's important he study at night. And she might be waiting on him at home. How's the fucking crack with a nightgown on?
He gonna study film. He gonna study film. That's where he is right now. That's just where he is right now. I don't know where he's gonna be 5 years from now.
I don't think he's gonna study film all the time. Because he's gonna still have to study the police up. It's powerful, man. I would have said about the song. What's the song? All of what? So at the end of the day, she can bring him down. And what I see so far, he put her in a good position, but it looks like she gonna always supposed to bring him down no matter who is in his ear. Like I said, something about that thing is undefeated, it's powerful.
To me, the truth is, and then Wicked, oh, he's making me laugh on here. But to me, it's Wicked. So I'm gonna read some of his comments, what he's saying. But this is something new for both of them. They're young, and it's an unpopular opinion. But when you on top like that, it's almost like better to just not be in any committed relationship because you have so many things going after you. Do you really, or is he gonna really have time as he start doing stuff? Right. So I don't know if she needs attention or not, but she has OnlyFans. Then the more football is going to be, consuming him and she's not spending as much time. So is he still going to be able to take her to these parties or is now she going to these parties by herself?
Because he don't party, but he has to go to parties, certain type of parties. Because my understanding, if you win a Heisman, you got to go to a party.
He was an after party.
Yeah, that's not like no.
No, that's what I'm saying. But he's still at work. So I'm saying while he's working and studying, and she's like, "Babe, I wanna," because she's ready to go. You know what I'm saying?
Leave after that.
So perhaps if he gonna do this, because like you say, can't nobody tell him nothing. But perhaps maybe put everything in your mama name.
We're not married pretty much. I already tried to marry her in May.
Yeah, just put everything in your mama name.
And another thing too is this. All I'm saying is this. I would think twice trying to marry that girl because what I'm seeing, what I'm hearing, I know you can't believe everything that you hear and speak, but some things I have seen, some things I know, and I know come from people I know out there. She's not really ready for she wants attention, all attention on him. And most former girls work at adult clubs always want more attention. And all I'm saying is this, man, before you say what you're going to say, is to me, they need to go to counseling. Mm-hmm. To me, she got some issues that they need to get taken care of. He has some issues because we can talk about all day how good of a kid he is, but he looking at love a certain way. And sometimes he might was a guy, never got a lot of attention from girls. Sometimes that plays a role. You got guys that don't get enough attention from girls, but they still got game. You got guys that don't get no attention from girls that really don't have game. But like you said, the boy want to fish, play football. He really ain't in all that. So sometimes some people get somebody more in the fast life that they say they can control them, then they gonna have them by the hook. And then they see other people come around, they're gonna be threatened. I mean, it's a prime example. We can take a mother, and a mother could be under a mama's and there's a kid like that right now. I ain't gonna say no names. Got married in college, but mother know where their child is going. Some of these parents out here, mothers out here, trying to live off their kids.
Yeah.
And they say, I know my baby got me. I know my baby gonna take care of me. And next thing you know, this boy taking care of her like it's his girlfriend. And you take care of mama. I know a lot of parents ain't trying to live out that. But we know what we need to do. We're gonna buy mama a house, buy some cash, whatever. But here's the thing. When that mom starts seeing that son dating, they're gonna be threatened. They're gonna hate that girl. That could be a good girl, educated girl going to men's school. Because she gonna take
Are you still
a
talking
lot of
about Travis
attention.
Hunter? You still talking about Travis Hunter?
No.
Okay.
You still talking about a lot of attention. And I'm just breaking things down in a relationship. I'm talking about in general period when you come in as an athlete. Then the parents, that girl gonna get, the mother ain't gonna like that. It's gonna be a big old controversy. Because that girl in the way.
So kind of like to what you're saying, let's see, Wicked. He says Chad Johnson got engaged to the woman who cheated on her husband with Chad.
Yes.
And who knows who else? He's talking about real. Some people don't think clearly when it comes to relationships.
Well, you got men out there dumb because they think they player because they banging and they taking this man girlfriend or wife think they are. She gonna do the same thing to y'all.
And Dion is the best person to mentor him on that because you saw how he ran away from it. As we can say, he ran away like he was playing in the league.
And you got two people, you know that man messed around, y'all messed around. You know that ain't gonna happen. It's about trust. You got people go back to their ex-husbands on the side, and they be go back and be back, and no, they only get big. It's a dirty world out here because you can't trust both sides. And all I'm saying is, you come in the money, everybody coming. And all I'm saying is, that it's gonna be some problems.
Money will change you.
Because if he's spending money on his people, he's gonna have something to sell.
So he's already bought his mama a house. From everything I've seen from Travis Hunter's mom and his siblings, he got a good support network.
Yes.
You don't hear the craziness that you hear about other people's mom and and parents. You haven't heard that about Travis Hunter. He's got a pretty good support network. The only question mark is that fiance. And once again, I agree with everything you said as far as them probably need to go get some counseling on both sides. Because everybody, by the way, everybody should get, they get married, should do some type of
Come in the money.
But the other flip side to it though is he coming into some different money now, but he had a pretty good NIL deal. So they've been rolling millions of dollars for a few years. So it's not like
he's gonna come into some money. That's the problem, child. With all those kids gonna get there, this boy gonna be a top, might be gonna go from top 3, top 5 pick and bonuses and more endorsement deals. So it's gonna be a lot. My point I'm saying is this: if they get attention, she gonna get jealous of them getting the spotlight. Because nowadays with social media, Nicole, if you buy your mama a brand new couch, you can get on.
Yep.
So imagine when you buy the house and the car or the rings or the earrings. So every time he get us something, she might get mad about that. Then it'd be a competition thing, and it'd be all so good. Why are they showing that? They ain't showing me when you bought me this bracelet, bought me this, bought me that. So the second way it look like that child she's drama. And it's gonna blow up. See it every day. I've been in this business for 25 years, and I saw it even before I got this business, knowing guys and being personal friends with guys. They come into money, make money, being a professional athlete, friends and brothers.
Must be the money. All right, guys. So this concludes another wonderful episode of In the Tunnel Sports Podcast. I appreciate you all for joining us, liking, sharing, and commenting. Before we get out of here, Melvin, do you have any last words?
Oh, it's going to be a great college football weekend. Great State of Texas high school championship weekend. We also got the NBA going on. So looking forward to my Cowboys, my Longhorns, and my Mavericks all winning.
Well, one thing I'm really looking forward to the high school team is one thing I like about both of those teams. I like both coaches. You know, I got to pull my boy, Coach Randall. But at the end of the day, they both two black coaches. So good thing about it. Got a black coach winning again. Taught winning for the third time. But here's the thing that people don't understand this too. Randall, his coach, Brian Randall's named after his dad. So this is deep history. There's never been nobody playing a championship game named after their relative, which is his dad. And his dad's still living, believe it or not. It's a blessing from the cities. So that's going to be a lot of history if he come out and win. Is history is history him getting the job? Is history him going to state? Is history trying to win state with a student being named after his dad? And believe it or not, only person that I know to play, whether it's a coach or a player, after a relative is Steve Young. Steve Young was a quarterback at Brigham Young, and that was his great-great-grandfather, Brigham Young University.
Okay.
And that's crazy. So I definitely wish my boy, Coach Randall, good luck. And like to see you bring history and bring that trophy back down in South Texas, because the magazine is coming back. I'm looking forward to having you and Black Jesus in front of it.
All right, and my final words, Melvin, I hope the ice is icy because I am ready for some K-Rito. Stay
Let's
thirsty,
do it.
my friends.
Let's do it.
Texas.
Let's do it.
Texas.
Shot.
Texas. I'm gonna take all the shots out of